Welcome everybody to the Ask Simplus show. Today with us we've got Evan Johnson and Daniel Hoechst, two leaders of the Salt Lake City and Utah user groups. So today we're going to be speaking more about Snowforce 2016, big event of the year coming up in just over a month. To start us out, I wonder if you two could do a small introduction for the audience about a little bit about your background, who you are, and your roles with the user groups.
Yeah, sure. So I'm Daniel Hoechst, and I've been in the user group program probably for about 5-6 years now. Kind of took over the Salt Lake City user group first, and I moved over and have started helping out with the Utah developer group.
Yeah, I'm Evan Johnson. I've been involved with community for about 4 years as well. I've been in the Salesforce world for about 8 or 9 years.
Thanks for the highlights on your background. Definitely two very experienced guys when it comes to Salesforce, and hence why we have such great user groups here locally. So speaking of the user groups, obviously Snowforce 2016 coming up next month, February 25th and 26th. So why don't you give us a little history, Daniel, on how Snowforce came about?
Yeah.
And then maybe we'll start to talk a little bit about what it is.
So it actually started out as an excuse to go skiing with a couple of my friends that live in San Francisco. They wanted to come out and ski. And,
it continues to be that.
Well, and it still
we're
is.
all on the same page. But
So I believe the first Snowforce 4 or 5 years ago that we had the first one, which was basically just a regular user group event, and we went skiing afterwards. And the next year we said, that was pretty fun, let's do it again. And so we had a few more people show up. Again, it was just a small thing. And then I said, let's make this thing big. Let's make this a really fun sort of destination event. And so 3 years ago we did our first all-day session, and I believe we had about a little over 100 people attend.
Yeah.
Then the next day, or the next year, which was last year, we had 100. I think we had about 175 or so attendees, and the ski day had 30 attendees or so, and it was a lot of fun. And so, the great thing is about the ski day is that you don't have to ski to go. We had people. We rent a room at a large meeting room at Solitude. So we had people playing games in the room. We had people skiing. Really, it was a great community event just in terms of having a lot of people there. So we're really looking forward to this year. I think it's going to be even bigger than ever.
So about the actual Snowforce event, I talked about where it came from, but talk about the first day. What are the different activities? Who's good to attend?
Yeah, maybe I can jump in. So Snowforce is really for everyone, right? We have many different tracks that are going to be available. So, obviously we're going to have an admin track, a developer track, but this year we're actually breaking it out a little bit. We're going to have kind of an executive leadership track as well as a UX workshop, which is going to be really cool. We've never done that before. And so we're hoping to branch out and get some people that might not have necessarily seen a reason to go, but now they'll see, hey, this is actually for us. It's really for anybody who uses Salesforce or can benefit from the knowledge that this could give, right? So because of that, we are hoping to get a larger crowd. It's going to be an even better event. It's free thanks to our awesome sponsors. Let me give a shout out real quick to our platinum sponsors. We've got iBailey, Financial Force, and Simplus. So we've got some really exciting giveaways planned. We're going to have some Apple Watches, some quadcopters. It's going to be a great event. So we'd love to see everybody there.
Yeah, so if you're an executive sponsor of Salesforce, the executive track will be great for you. You'll learn about how can you maximize your investment in Salesforce. Like Evan mentioned, the UX workshop, which we're doing, is going to be run by two UX researchers from Salesforce. So they really walk you through. It's really hands-on. It'll be a fantastic track, I think.
Exactly. And you also have the admin and developer, like I mentioned, and those we're going to have different sessions for different skill levels. So you don't have to be an advanced admin to get something from this. We're going to have some very basic sessions to get you going and get you excited about what Salesforce can do. And the developers, right, I don't know what goes on in those rooms, but a lot of Mountain Dew and pizza or something, I'm sure. But those are always good as well. Daniel runs those. And Has a good time.
Well, and we're gonna try to convince some admins to become developers too. We've got David Liu from SFDC 99, and so he's gonna come out, and I mean, he's a great teacher, and I'm really excited to see what to give an introduction to the admins on code. So that's one of the highlights, I think, for
That's gonna be great.
It sounds like it's gonna be a blast. Tell me about some of the speakers and some of the special attendees that are gonna be joining us from out of state. Who do we have on the list?
Well, we have a lot of people coming in. I'm sure I'll leave somebody out, but we have several MVPs. So yeah, we have Kyla from Texas. We also have Charlie Isaacs, who's a CTO at Salesforce and an expert on Internet of Things. So he's coming out he's coming out on our developer track to talk about how we can build using the Internet of Things and use Salesforce with that. So that, I think, he is a great speaker and a really dynamic guy. So I think he should be a fun session and to liven up the developer track. So there won't be quite so much pizza and Mountain Dew there. Then we have, like I mentioned, we have the UX researchers, Mabel Chan and Jenny Williams from Salesforce, who are coming out for this. And our keynote at the beginning of the day, we're going to be doing a lightning roadmap session, and we are getting somebody from Salesforce who's in product management to come out for that as well. And I'm actually also really excited about, at the end of the day, we have a closing session with Craig Manning, who is a local sort of inspirational speaker. Talk about he's going to give us some sort of motivation to move on with Salesforce and how we can expand our careers and go on from there. So those are some of the highlights that I think for me.
Excellent. Why don't you give us the details as far as who, what, where, when?
Sure. So it is February 25th is the first day, and that is we are going to start at 8 a.m. with check-in, and the first session will start at 9. So you want to be there, and the sessions will go from then until 6. So it's going to be a packed day, and pretty excited. So the location is going to be at Noah's. Maybe Evan, you can tell us a little bit about that location.
Yeah, so Noah's is in South Jordan. Just get off the 106th South exit or the 114th South exit. It's just right next to that Walmart right there. Pretty easy. Google can tell you, or you can just go to our website.
So we look forward to seeing everybody again. Snowforce 2016 starts on February 25th and 26th. If you have any further questions, again, feel free to reach out to Evan, Daniel, or Lance, and we'll be more than happy to help. Thanks again for joining us on the Ask Simplus show. If you have any questions about Salesforce, please feel free to reach out to us at #AskSimplus on Twitter. And a special thanks to our guests, Evan and Daniel. Thanks again, guys, for joining us. Looking forward to the event. It's going to be a blast. I know we got some fun things in store, and I'm sure you guys do as well.
Yeah, we're very excited. Thanks for having us.